and hoping you had a fruitful discussion with your colleagues. The question is whether Miguel's being discriminated against by his teacher, Miss Olson. Miguel is being discriminated against based on his national origin, his ethnic group identification, and in this instance, his language. Now, the law is very clear about race and ethnicity and national origin. It does not specifically state that it's illegal to discriminate against someone based on their language. If you look back over the law that we covered before this slide, you'll notice that language was not specifically denoted in the law. I chose this scenario because it's sort of in that gray area. If Miss Olson had simply said, Miguel, I wish all of you wetbacks would go back to Mexico, or I really wish you'd stop using that inferior language in the classroom, it would be so obvious that she was discriminating against him based on his ethnicity, national origin, and his language. But in this instance, she has made some snide remarks. And these are those more insidious comments that are not so very obvious about his culture. We know that language certainly is a part of culture. And so Miguel has a reasonable belief to think that Miss Olson is discriminating against him. We know that Miguel has informed the principal, so the question becomes, does the principal have a responsibility to investigate Miguel's complaint about Miss Olson? Clearly he does. Even if he believes that Miguel's allegations are groundless, he still has a responsibility to investigate Miguel's complaints and concerns. He needs to sit down with Miguel, get a full understanding of what his allegations are, bring Miss Olson in, share with her Miguel's concerns, and admonish her that she is breaking the law. In many instances, the school administrator, principal, or vice principal will also bring Miss Olson and Miguel together to discuss this problem, which is also very appropriate if the two stories about this instance seem very different. So the principal, we know, has a responsibility to investigate Miguel's complaints. Miguel certainly, in number 3, what rights does Miguel have to protest discrimination based on race, ethnicity, and language? He has the California Education Code, Section 200, which gives him the legal right to complain against discrimination. He's got the Code of Regulations giving him the right to make allegations of discrimination against Miss Olson. And if Miss Olson should take it further, perhaps shove, push, assault, or batter Miguel based on his ethnicity, national origin, or language, then we have a hate crime. And that requires criminal action for her behavior. So in this instance, even though it's not overt or obvious discrimination, we still have discrimination based on the law.